Hey, Coach Hev, I read the book Speak by Laurie Halse Anderson, and it's about Melinda Sardino, who is starting high school and she has no friends. She's an outcast because she busted this end of the year party, end of the summer party, and nobody knows why. She won't talk to anyone, she won't speak, and she just is like reserved and a recluse throughout the book, and she finally starts to open up to people. And then at the end of the book, she tells people what really happened and becomes a better person. It starts off on her first day of school, and she's getting dirty looks and everything. And school's a dangerous place for her because of all these reasons. She is being kind of like bullied. She's being terrorized by this kid, Andy Evans, who is a big bad senior and thinks that he's top dog. And so she just has had enough of him. And so her ex-best friend Rachel starts dating him. And so she tries to warn her, like, hey, stay away from him. He's bad news. But Rachel doesn't listen. And so Melinda tells Rachel what happens, like why she called the cops. But she doesn't believe him. She thinks she's just like trying to like get rid of Andy for herself and jealousy and everything. But at the prom, Rachel dumps Andy and finally believes Melinda. And so then Andy confronts Melinda in her little closet that she has that she keeps to herself to get away from reality, get away from all the school things and everything. And so Andy confronts her in this closet and starts terrorizing her even more, but Melinda finally finds her voice and stands up for herself and gives Andy a piece of her mind to get rid of all these negative thoughts that she's been having and finally just frees herself from this depressed state that she's been in. And so finally the school finds out what happens, and everyone else is on her side and is helping her support through this and trying to support her through everything. My favorite part of the book is when Andy confronts Melinda in the closet, because I feel like this is when Melinda really becomes really strong and stands up for herself and lets go of everything that she's had and tells Andy, like, you've done enough in my life, stop this. And just becomes a new person during this whole ordeal during the fight in the closet. My other favorite part is every time she's in art class, because her art teacher just wants everybody to be creative and find their own muse and be an artist. But he always says that they have no imagination because pretty much all of their imagination has been beaten out in grade school. They can't freely express themselves, so he finally just wants them to be creative again and get their feelings out on paper in their drawings. Allusions then, like things that I found the first time I read this and didn't find, was that this project that Melinda's working on in art class is a tree, and I realized that the tree grows with her throughout this whole book, that the tree reflects all the personalities that she's been having and all the feelings that she's been having. Like, she would paint trees that were like dead and got struck by lightning, and she tried all these different techniques to like get this tree to finally become what she wanted it to be. And so at the end, she has this magnificent tree that's got a couple dead has a couple of dead parts on it, but she works through it all. Even though it's got scars, she still loves it because it shows like how she's grown throughout the year and everything. Another illusion I found was that when she wanted to be she related herself to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, because she thought that she was a misfit and an outcast and did fit anywhere, just like Rudolph felt like he was, and just wanted to be by herself just like he did. A connection with my life about this book is that I'm kind of like Melinda in a way. I like to stay by myself when I'm at home. Like, I don't want to be around people. Like, I just want to cool down from the day. And so I just sit there and I listen to my music and everything and try to just be by myself. Or if I'm having a really bad day, I will color. I'll just listen to music like she did. Another thing is that Melinda likes hospitals in a way. She likes them in this sick, twisted way, like how I like insane asylums and brain disease, not diseases, but mental institutions and psych wards. I just find this dark, twisted feeling about it because I just want to help all these people, and just this deep emotion that I feel for them. And I want to be a psychologist to figure out like help these people that have been wrongly put in there and everything. I would really recommend this book to anyone who just wants a good read or is having a hard time in their life to figure it out and help them grow and work through this problem that they're having. On the cover, there's her tree and herself as it grows with her. So I would recommend Speak by Laurie Anderson for anyone who just wants a good book to read. It is on my top 5 favorite books, so if you're really looking for anything to read, I would strongly, strongly recommend this book.